Yeah, this is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Let's go.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
On the show today, we had this guy.
I refuse to leave. My name is Rove McManus, and you can't get me.
That's
out
right.
Of here.
He's in the walls.
I talked a lot about bums today.
Yes,
Bum
yes.
talk.
And unrelated, the crooked carrot.
Yes, together at last, or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the
So
crooked
that's
bit.
what I've
the
been up
problem.
to. What about you? Discuss.
Hey, Rove, have you ever shopped at Tiffany & Co?
Yes, I have.
Have you? Oh,
yeah.
I bet he's allowed in.
Oh, what does it take, though? What does it take?
They didn't tell you to shop online, did they?
We also discuss when you didn't need a professional for
Oh,
that.
yeah,
It was
look,
based on you now.
I probably didn't need a plumber
Yeah.
after all.
All right. At your house in the morning, Rove,
Yep.
is it a toast or a cereal house?
Oh, we're very much cereal. I'm one of the few toast people still in existence in our house.
Is toast a
There's
bit
only
more
3
old
people in
school?
the house. It's
Yeah, I'm not living in the house in
sorry.
Canto or something. where there's
Sorry.
20
He's a
people in one
McManus,
room.
Natalie. You know they've got the Downton Abbey staffing situations at the
course.
McManus
Big
house.
family.
Well,
and friends.
I can't comment as to what the help.
he wasn't counting them as people in the house.
No, they're not in the house, Nathan.
It's the basement, the house, I don't know.
And I tell you what, we have a really good discussion with a guy called Hayden Burford, and he's got a wetsuit that's sharkproof, Rove.
What?
Would you
No,
trust
really?
a shark-proof wetsuit?
It's not the like the old chainmail one that
It's similar.
Valerie Taylor.
Well,
Is
The
similar,
Joan
but-
of Arc.
No, that Joan of Arc. No, I know the one.
It's
Yeah,
similar,
absolutely.
but it doesn't drag you to the ocean floor.
Oh, okay. How does he know it's sharkproof?
Yeah, they've tested the fabric.
I'm sure.
Yes.
I mean,
Sure.
they're a bit light on for people to test it.
Wow, what a job, huh?
Yeah, maybe they've just chucked a wetsuit in the ocean and gone, the shark doesn't really like it, and you don't realise until you put the people in there. The shark will eat it.
I don't think the sharks are coming for the taste of the wetsuits.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's just a regular wetsuit and they rub lemon on it. So I hate that.
This is Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
I was trying to be a good landlord. I've got an apartment that I'm renting short term. So,
Yep.
and there was a little gap and there was a tap that's been annoying people and me because it's the tap in the main bathroom, which is upstairs off the bedroom, and sort of little gooseneck tap, and the water flow had dwindled to
Just a trickle.
really annoyingly.
Yeah, okay.
You know, when you just want to
Yeah.
wash your hands and there's not enough water
Yeah,
flow.
yeah.
And so
know
I'm
it
like,
now.
I'm going to get it replaced. So I called my plumber, Jim. And
You've got a block pipe, Jim.
Jim, I'm like, I need my
He
tap
mows my
replaced.
lawns.
I know. He's
my
a busy
pool.
man.
Interesting.
So he, I had to send Jim pictures of it so that he could get the right bit to
Faucet,
install.
perhaps?
Faucet.
Oh, Sean, hey, Sean, stop trying to join
I
in
worked
on
at
handy
TradeLink,
things.
man. I worked at TradeLink.
400 years ago, Sean.
Spout. I don't know.
Bibcock.
Now you just, that's
thank
just
you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
Just wanna
everybody.
leave your-
Thank
Settle
leave
down.
your online name off the show thing.
Yeah, shut up, Reese. So then Jim turns up and he's got his apprentice with him, and the apprentice lugs all the tools up. You've got to go up one set of stairs and then you come in the front door and then up the next set of stairs, and the apprentice is like lugging all his tools up. And we get up and I said, there's the tap, Jim, and he turns it on and the little trickle comes out, and then he turns it off again, and he reaches over to the spout and just unscrews the tip of it, rinses it,
Yeah.
and screws it back in again, and then turns the tap on, and it's fixed.
It's 100%.
It literally took 10 seconds.
Did you even Google it?
No, I mean, I had never even noticed that tip was removable. Like it's almost seamless. So I don't know. I'm not a plumber.
It doesn't
So-
matter, though.
So, Nat, what does the apprentice grab all the tools on the shoulders?
Pretty much.
I've gotten
Back
to
down-
the stage.
The Sherpa had to go back down the mountain again.
I've gotten to the stage where I will now Google things before I am looking to get them fixed. And it was like my hot water system that the hot water kept on going hot and cold. And then I realised I could do it myself, but then I realised that I shouldn't. So I know, 'cause I worked out what I'd have to do, but it was poking something with a bit of metal.
Oh yeah, that's a
Near
bad
electrical
idea.
stuff,
Yeah,
and I thought,
yeah.
well, that's going to end badly.
Yeah. As
long as you're wearing
and
your
then I'll be
thongs.
dead, and then
Yes.
as I live alone,
Yes.
And no one will know.
not even a cat to
A
eat my
cat will
face.
come in and eat your face.
Not even a cat to eat your face. That's the saddest part of the whole
Well,
story.
the happiest part of my story was that Jim said, I said, oh, how much do I owe you? And Jim said, don't worry about it.
Oh,
And I'm like,
that's
Jim!
nice, Jim.
Yeah.
What a great
He's paying
guy.
it forward.
He is a great
'Cause
guy.
he was expecting, and that'll be the, a couple of $100 just for calling out.
Yeah, I know. And normally it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he said, don't worry, the next time something goes wrong at your house, I know it's going to
I'll charge you up the wazoo.
And I'm like, I accept that.
Just a little turn.
I know, literally, it was a 10-second job. 10 seconds. I did not need a professional to do that.
Yeah.
No
I know the
tools,
feeling.
nothing.
You were going to sell your house?
Yeah, I had enough. We bought this house, and my wife loved it, and everything was great. But when I walked in, had the shower for the first time, it was just like not
sort of like a Federation of Elders of the house. Yeah,
and it had no power at all, and
In the
I
shower.
was furious. Just forked out a lot of money.
Sean
no
wanted
water
to
pressure.
burn this house to the ground. He was so angry.
100%. Anyway, about 5 years later, I realised. 5 years. I realised that they had a flow restrictor, like this bit of plastic stuff that goes
it's
under
like
the
a
shower.
tiny little disc in the shower head.
And I just took that out, and all of a sudden,
the best pressure ever.
it was
but
covering me like you believe.
At that stage, you'd already broken ground on the new property.
Ready to hit the road this summer? It's time to What If It.
Visit whatif.com to plan and book your accommodation, flights, activities, even car hire.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply. What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Called my plumber out for what turned out to be a 10-second job requiring no tools. I definitely could have done it myself.
Definitely.
We're talking about
Lesson learned, Nat.
You didn't need a professional, but you called one. Chantel's in Churchlands. Hi, Chantel.
I'm good. How are you?
Good, Chantel.
What happened?
I have a similar story. So I live in Churchlands and I'm in a rental and our door got jammed. The lock wouldn't unlock with our key. So I spent 20 minutes, 30 minutes trying to bang it and get it to unlock. Called out a locksmith. He came out and 10 seconds later, he just jiggled it a bit. And the door opened. The worst part is he wasn't there for 5 minutes and charged me $250.
To jiggle a door.
The call out fee.
Call out there, but I mean, you can.
Oh, they're clever, aren't they? They're clever. You know why? Because they know that in a majority of the time they're working with idiots, and that's
Honestly,
what we are.
That's what we are for sure.
Because we don't even think
I felt like one.
You don't even
She
think.
did jiggle it. She just didn't. It wasn't a qualified
Yeah,
jiggle.
but were you jiggling in the door?
So why didn't your jiggle work and his jiggle did?
He's a professional.
Look, I don't know. He's got the magic touch.
Sometimes I think at night tradies break into a house and do this stuff. and then
Generate a bit of business. Leave their business card on the
exactly.
On the
and then they make sure they're top of mind, and then they come over and they just quickly undo the thing they did so they can make the call out fee. I swear that's what happened.
Thanks, Chantel. Jenny's in Ocean Reef. Hi, Jen.
So my pool pump wasn't working, so no water was flowing. I'm like, oh, God, the pump's going to blow up. So I called the pool guys to come around to have a look.
Yeah.
So he's come over. He's gone straight to my I had a look at the pump, went straight over to the pool, looked at the skimmer box and lifted up the flap.
That's it.
That's it.
He just needed to lift up a flap.
The flap, because the water wasn't going through. I had no idea.
Jenny, you're a special human, aren't you?
Jenny.
$120.
$20. And I said to him, well, while you're here, can you not service it or clean the pool? And he goes, no, that's not scheduled in.
Oh,
Jenny, come on.
Because that job could $120. Is that just the call out fee, or is that?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh no!
Because you would have put a bit of time aside to be able to deal with the issue.
I would have said, no, mate, I demand 10 minutes of leaf scooping.
like jiggle something, do something.
Jiggle
Pretend
something.
that you're banging
Jiggle
something.
something.
Do something. Yeah.
Jiggle
Lift it up
something.
the flat. Oh,
Or take your shirt off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Do something.
And lift my flap.
Lift money.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We are talking about when you called a professional, but you really didn't need to. It is totally a job you could have done yourself.
Hello, Tina.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Oh, great,
Wonderful,
teens,
Tina.
great teens. What happened, teens?
Rather embarrassing, but we moved into a new office and we were getting complaints that our whiteboards weren't working. So not a traditional repair per se.
Yes.
Called the design professional. She walked in. Within a second, she started peeling the film on the corner of the top.
That is embarrassing, Tina.
Tina.
It is very embarrassing.
What profession are you guys in, Tina?
I'd rather not say for obvious
You know
reasons.
what? I think it's probably best you don't say either. Because I'm guessing it's something a
She's
bit
a
professional.
teacher.
If you've got one of those fancy whiteboards.
She's a
I
teacher.
know. Take the film off.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi, how you going? I'm so excited. I love you guys. I listen to you guys every morning.
Alicia, we've just run out of time. Stop. No, Alicia. Oh, my God, I need to hear what you're saying.
Okay, what professional did you call?
It's actually not me, but my coach at my gym. She's going to tell me. She's just going to kill me for telling the story, but it's the best story.
Yeah.
She is an absolute monster in the gym, and she's got a home gym, and she was working out in a home gym on a really hot day, and she looks up at the roof, and she's like, oh, God, there's a snake on top of my roof. So she rings her partner. She's like, her partner comes to have a look and is like, yeah, I think it's alive. I think we need to call a snake catcher and get someone out. You know, I've seen that head move.
Yeah.
Oh.
The snake catcher comes out, jumps on the roof, grabs it. I'm assuming I wasn't there, but grabs like some tongs or something to grab the snake off the roof, throws it on the lawn.
Yeah.
And it's a rubber snake that's been thrown on a roof.
It's a rubber
He
snake.
rescued a toy snake.
The best part is the fact that her partner said, yeah, I've seen it moving. It's moving.
I've seen it.
Definitely alive.
Snake catcher.
She's great.
You can't be too careful with a roof snake.
Yeah. Alicia, I really appreciate you risking your life telling us that story, and you're going to be punished for that on leg day.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun.
Well, you know what? All the surfing action is happening this morning in Pipeline. A couple of Aussies doing particularly well, which is good news. And that just lends us to think, well, wouldn't it be great to be in the ocean under these circumstances and not have to worry about sharks, Natalie?
Because you do worry, Shaun. You
I
do
think
worry.
everyone does. Well, if you go into any local beaches now, you don't see many people outside the 20 metres from shore, do you? Everyone's a bit scared.
But as we know, in Perth, there's so many sharks that I'm worried sitting in my apartment.
Yeah.
That is true, Nathan. Well,
and you know, some beaches have got shark nets, but there's lots, like, you know, down in regional areas where there is just too much coastline.
If only there was something like a force field around our bodies that would stop sharks from getting us.
Well, let's speak to a man who we believe has designed something of that ilk, Nathan. That's Hayden Burford from Shark Stop. G'day, Hayden.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Wonderful.
The idea is, Hayden, it's a wetsuit that repels sharks, right?
Yeah, well, it doesn't repel them. What happens is it's a fabric that's been got tested down in South Australia with Dr. Charlie Houveniers, now Professor Charlie Houveniers from the Marine Science in Flinders University.
Yeah.
And they found that the bite of the shark, full bite, 4,000 pounds per square inch bite, that's an attack bite.
Yes.
On our fabric, put pinholes and little holes in it. The biggest hole was they could just get their pinky through it.
Wow.
So it's like Crim Safe, but for sharks.
Well, the amazing thing is, guys, the fabric they're using is linen.
And it breathes.
Who would have thought? And looks great on the beach.
I can just wear my sheets to the beach.
Don't let all my secrets out.
So, Hayden, how did you develop this fabric?
Oh, with a lot of work and a lot of sweat and a lot of searching the internet, mate. I started off, look, a mate of mine down in Victoria makes Dragon jeans. It's a pair of jeans that a Kevlar line where if you come off your bike, you don't tear your bum away.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, he was on those. We were sitting around the kitchen table chatting about that, and my partner, Liz, said, you know, we just had 3 attacks up here. I mean, there was a young guy, Takashi, it was very, very sad. He lost both his legs and died before he hit the beach. And she said, you know, it's about time somebody made a similar sort of thing that stopped sharks, you know, from tearing people up. And I went, okay.
So did she pop down to Spotlight? What happened?
Yeah, well, I did. I shot in the Spotlight. I said, can I have a couple of metres of Kevlar? And they said...
What did this for, sir?
Charge out?
And actually, I'll get some of those artificial flowers too.
You need extra because you have to cut it on the bias, Nathan.
Of course.
Mate, well, the worst part was he said, you're a pensioner, you couldn't afford it.
Hayden, so you've come up with this with the help of your wife, coming up with that idea, and is it heavy? Is it heavy to wear?
Is it going to drag you to the ocean floor?
It seems like it's going to be an anchor.
No, look, it's a very, very lightweight polymer. It was developed in Holland, and it was specifically made to make shirts and jackets and pants out of for the. Well, they first used it. They played around it with I believe the U.S. Navy. There was some talk about that, but what they actually designed it for was to stop prison guards getting stabbed with ice picks and all sorts of sneaky little weapons.
Very interesting.
Anti-shivs.
And yeah. And as soon as I saw that, I went, listen, if this stuff can stop a a blade like that. It's got to work on shark's teeth.
Wow.
So we went down that path, and about a year later, we were lucky enough. We got some money from the DPI, New South Wales Department of Primary Industries. Tested all these so-called deterrents and gadgets and tricks of the trade all together down in Neptune Island on real live sharks. Well, ours came up looking pretty damn good, according to all the boys. I spoke to one of the guys on the boat, and he said, "I couldn't believe it, mate." He said, "When we pulled that pad back off of the shark," he said, the holes in it were like you could just get your little finger through them, and he said if that was normal neoprene, it would have been confetti.
Yeah. So on the back of that, and as you said before, the people who've lost their lives in recent times, that
you wouldn't have had your leg torn off. You would have just had some puncture wounds.
Yeah, you look the worst I think the worst you'll end up with, and I don't want to preempt anything, but you'll get probably horrendous bruising, as you always do. You'll probably you might break a bone. If it's your leg, you might snap your femur because they've got that sort of power. When it comes to ripping muscle and tissue and tearing arteries, tearing them off of the bone, I think those days are done.
Well, Hayden, what if because sharks, I mean, I don't know their intelligence, but what if they work this out and then like suddenly we're going to get a lot of people's heads being bitten off? Are we thinking of like turning in a balaclava situation as well?
Putting a hood on it?
I think that kind of puts my business out of action.
Hayden, what about the movement so a normal wetsuit at the moment? You got a lot of movement, a lot of area to move, you know, you're quite
stretch, all that sort of stuff.
Athletic when you're jumping up to your feet. How do these ones operate?
Look, according to the guys who have been testing them and working them, they reckon about 25% less flexibility.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm thinking, look, the thing that I've said all the way down the line, guys, is I haven't built a wetsuit for the Kelly Slaters and the pros. You know what I mean? They want to spray on wetsuit, mate. They want a pressure pack that they can spray on and go in the water.
Yeah.
You know, what we're designing here is for the mums and dads and casual surfer and the weekend surfer and the people that want to go out in the water and feel they've got a good. I mean, they're not going to be professional. So if they're a little bit slower getting to their feet, so what?
Doesn't matter.
You know,
True.
I mean, if a shark swims by and takes a bite at their leg and it saves their leg and keeps them alive, that's a lot more valuable than pulling off a 360 Rio.
Absolutely, with grow.
Now, Hayden, we know that you've run a Kickstarter campaign to get funding for this, and that has been oversubscribed. So, how long before we can buy these suits?
Okay, well, our problem, the only problem we've got at the moment is supply of fabric because the factories overseas are all running way behind. You know, we're looking at a 4 month turnaround to get the fabric and then probably another month, 6 weeks before the suit's made. So if somebody orders a suit, they might have to wait 4.5, 5 months, but they'll get their suit delivered to their doorstep and that'll be it. You know what I mean?
God, they sound amazing.
So we can buy them now. We can place an order now.
Sure, yeah. If you go to sharkstop.co, you'll find all the links to Kickstarter, and I think most of the Red Hot specials are gone, but there are still suits there that are discounted, and people can pick them up before they go to full retail.
Do you really want a discounted suit, though?
No, you don't. No.
It's got a couple of holes in it.
What sort of price are we looking at? What's the price point for these?
Well, if you're going to pay retail, mate, it's $9.75.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's for a full suit because the cost. Look, what people, I had a guy ring me the other day and he said, he said, I can buy a brand new wetsuit for, $400. I said, you can. I said, but it's not going to stop a shark biting your leg off. And I said, the fabric that you're getting, let me tell you, I know all the price. I said, you're looking at $65, $70 a sheet for the fabric that you're wearing on your body at the moment. I said, this stuff's cost me $700 US a sheet.
Wow.
Now, Hayden, knowing the prices of wetsuits, and you just said that guy get a $400 one. If you go to any other surf shop, they're $5.99. They're $6.99.
They're already up there. So there's not a great premium to save your life.
No, not at all.
Well, you
should have jacked it up a bit more, Hayden.
Well, that may eventually happen, but look, what we're trying to do
After this phone call. Great idea.
Thanks. Good on you, mate.
Shaun is willing to pay a lot want more, Hayden?
Hey, Hayden, would you like to buy my company, Shark Stop Eating My Head? And I'm making balaclavas out of the same. Do you want to partner up?
Hey, listen, mate, we can work all sorts of deals here.
Love your work, Hayden.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Hayden. Really appreciate it. Very interesting.
Thank you, guys. And look, if they go to Kickstarter, sharkstop.co, Kickstarter, there's still a few suits left. And look, just capping this off, I had a bloke ring me the other day, and he said, I reckon your suits are fabulous. I love the idea. He said, I'd like to see them a little bit cheaper. I said, so what you're saying is you'd like to see them come down about $300. I said, is that what your leg's worth?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Or
You know what? Do the math. It's your own decision, everybody.
That's right.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
So my mate Popey in Esperance, his daughter Asha is turning 18 years old, and I absolutely love that girl. And I'm looking for something really special to give her for her birthday, something that she can keep for ages.
Forever.
Yeah. So I went online and I was having a look, and I found something from a very, very, very lovely shop.
And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film like this. Something around blah, blah, blah. We both kind of liked it.
Oh, did we? Okay. One thing we got. We all know that bit. Tiffany & Co. Never walked in the building.
So it's in town, actually, Perth.
Yeah.
Did we do a filming set there or something? Were we filming something for us?
Oh, we would never have been allowed in Tiffany & Co.
No, they would not have let us in.
No, sure.
I still owe them $50 for starters.
Oh, that's right. You'd never be out. There's a picture of you on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've gone into solid gold jewelers.
We did. That was your birthday that time.
Yeah, but Tiffany won't let us in.
And rightly so.
And knowing that, I just thought I'd give them a bit of a buzz before I walked in there.
To see it go, I mean...
With my T-shirt, shorts and joggers on. Because everyone looks a bit fancy when I walk past Tiffany's.
Because you wanted to buy a necklace with a little A on it, so that for A for Asha, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I gave them a call, and it was the national call centre thing, and I said, oh, hello, I'm just inquiring about some stock in your Perth store. And she goes, okay, marvellous. Very, very, oh my God, you could just hear there was like a China tea set.
Fancy call centre, by the way.
She was like very like, oh. Okay. So I was being a little bit fancy. I said, I'm actually looking for the Elsa Peretti alphabet letter A pendant in sterling silver.
Sounds lovely.
And then she goes, oh, lovely. And she goes, would you like the one with the, are we talking about the one with the diamonds in it? And I went, oh, no, we're not. And she goes, oh, okay.
And then we're just going to pass you on to the peasant section.
And then she goes like, oh, and then she starts like, like looking through
tip-tapping away.
Yeah. And then she goes, oh, no, she goes, we don't house that stock in any of the Tiffany's.
Yes, because people like you might come in.
That one's at our distribution centre and it can just be sent to you straight from online.
Yes, in a brown paper bag.
It's not exactly a $5 chain.
No, it's $600.
And they don't stock it inside.
It's not worth the counter space.
It's not worth the risk of people like Nathan coming in to buy it.
That's strange.
Anyway, thank God it didn't happen to be in person. It's just that pretty woman moment.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Because
you're going to go back in with your Zamels bag saying big mistake, huge.
10 bangles for $200. In your face, Tiffany.
Big mistake. Huge.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
Well, I was just saying to you guys that Kerry Stokes yesterday, as we know, he's a billionaire, owns Seven West Media, Caterpillar, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, he owns 70-odd% of Boral. So they're building materials out of the US, 70-odd%. They posted a $2.8 billion profit, and $2 billion, just over $2 billion, just goes straight to him yesterday. $2 billion. It's
not a bad payday.
All the best.
I wonder what could arise during that day.
Do you put that in your splurge account?
So you get your $2 billion, right?
Yes.
And then I'd like to know if something was to happen that day that would piss him off, what would that be? What could get you in a bad mood after that went into your account?
Do you reckon he still buys lotto tickets?
I'd be
rude.
would. That's how the rich stay. That's how the rich keep richer. Stay richer. That's what
So he went and checked his lotto ticket and he had a $17 win. He's like, hey, yes.
Sends one of his
Like, you just
interns
had
down there to get
$2
it for him.
billion go into your account.
Gee, you get
It's a great
assist
day to
with
be
bloody
Kerry
15 or
Stokes.
something. You'd be all over that.
$2 billion. You'd waste. I mean,
billion.
okay. Would you just sit there and like do some online shopping and waste
I know,
100
it's-
million, wouldn't you?
But it's not like he wasn't rich before that. Do you know what I mean? So it's just going on the pile.
So does
It's not like he's going from where
does
we
he
are.
get excited at all? Like, you know what I mean? Like the $2 billion comes in. Is he going like, oh, I was looking at buying, country. Now I can go there. Hey, we can go there now, sweetheart. Everyone from New Zealand, get out.
We can buy Montenegro.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce your cousin, Shaun?
Well, of course, the most famous one in our family and better looking by a mile is Rove McManus, and he's got his show Loosey Goosey.
This, the Piper of Love, something bossa nova. What is this one? Go on, Harry.
Austin Powers. Harry
it's
should
not
know
Austin
the name.
Powers, but it's technically
The
what's
song.
the
What's
theme
the
song
song?
called?
Who knows? Do people know
Then why are you playing it, Harry?
Oh, Harry.
I can't talk, my mask. Don't try. You got a microphone there. He's not even wearing a mask. He's just covering his mouth with his hand in the hope that he doesn't have to speak.
Rove, you were talking about your daughter checking out
The Guinness Book
Records.
of World Records.
The most bedazzled toilet.
Most bedazzled toilet. Are you
Found
looking it
it.
up?
Yeah, found it.
Does it earn the right of most bedazzled Nathan?
It's pretty insane. The most diamonds set on a toilet is 40,815 diamonds. It was achieved by Aaron Shum Jewelry Limited in Hong Kong in 2019.
So it's all around the rim. Some women
Just
will do anything to make sure that their husband aims properly and lifts the seat.
This is on the Guinness toilet page.
Yes.
It has one.
Sorry, you can sit on this toilet, right?
Yes, there's a toilet seat. It's a toilet seat.
Diamonds
but
going
can you sit
into
on
your-
it, or is it?
into your
or
butt?
is-
No, there it is there. It's set into
So
the resin.
how much
Set into
would
the resin.
you
There we go.
practice
Yeah.
clenching your cheeks to just maybe like one of those claw machines, just be able to pluck a diamond?
A diamond.
Like if
Some
that was
people
your
it doesn't
toilet.
take much practice.
Sean's
like a skill tester.
Well, that's the thing. You want to make sure you get it. Like it's not like the skill
don't wanna
tester
drop
claw.
it.
You drop it into the
Sean's
bowl.
like picking up a sock with the Dyson. Anyway,
I'd work it as a long con. I'd work out how to clench my cheeks to pluck out a diamond, drop it into the toilet, flush it, and then go down to the
Sewer.
the sewer, to where the storm drain sewer pipe empties into the ocean.
This is a Pierce
Sift
Brosnan
through,
film.
Apparently, all the COVID that's going out into the waterways.
in City Beach,
That's all right.
where
we knew
you
it was
live.
there. Yes, exactly right.
It's like Ocean's
I was
11,
like,
but
when-
Ocean's
when-
number 2.
when the alert came up of apparently there's COVID found in the waters off City Beach, I was just like, when did I last flush? But yeah, I'd go fossicking around from your diamonds down by the beach.
Hey, listen to this.
I'm laughing.
Tallest house shaped like a toilet. Okay. Right?
Toilet?
Hang on, there's more than one
How
house.
mad would you be if you were number 2? You're midway through the build and then the neighbours go, take that.
At a height of 24 feet 7 inches, it's the world's tallest house shaped like a toilet. Its name, which is Hawujie or something, means a place of sanctuary where one can solve one's worries.
Japanese.
It has 4 high-tech toilets, including one that produces mist to make you feel more relaxed while pooping.
Have you, to the room,
Yeah.
has anyone here used a bidet?
Yeah, I tried it
No.
once.
Well, how was it?
It's like someone's hosing down your bum hole. It's
Funnily enough.
I tried a bidet for the first time recently.
Yeah.
Recently?
I like to treat my bum nice.
Did you like it?
Well, I wasn't ready for it.
It
Let me
was-
put it this
it's
way. I've
not-
always been
no one's
fascinated
ready
with
for it.
I've always been fascinated by the idea of a bidet.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is.
But
up there.
it was you push the button.
Yes.
It was at a hotel, and you push the
I was
button,
at hotel too.
and nothing happened. So
And
I thought, well,
yes, it's like it waits to shock you. It's like it deliberately waits until your defences are down.
Yes.
And then it pounces.
Yes. So I thought, it must be disengaged.
Yes.
So I've just relaxed because you're tense.
You do.
It's like you're trying to pluck a diamond.
You're bracing for impact.
It's like I had a lump of coal to turn into a diamond up there.
Under pressure.
And then nothing happened, so obviously it's not working, not realising that it's just preparing itself.
Yeah.
And then the water hits, and it is on time. This thing's like Hawkeye.
And because you're so relaxed, Rove, don't you reckon you go to scream but water comes out of your mouth?
Well, I leapt up off the toilet. I shrieked and leapt up off the toilet.
Shrieked.
So now it's fountaining out. It's got quite the arc. And so now it just looked like I'd gone in and just sprayed all over the floor. It was a horrible experience.
Can I ask, did you go back?
I checked out and left.
And we'll never
I will never go back there again.
Nathan?
No. It's not a good experience, Shaun. It's not a good experience. My thing is, and this is my belief with bidets, if you need to be hosed down after going to the toilet, you're doing it wrong.
But in these days of toilet paper shortages,
this is what I thought.
It's a legitimate alternative.
I'm like, is this the future? Is this what I need to do? I need to start preparing for this now as we head to toilet paper crisis Armageddon?
That's right.
But bidets aren't cheap either. So you just, you suppose you could just use a super soaker and your kids aiming, Shaun. That's
that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually, if you've got kids, but you're single, so
I am single.
What are you going to do? Bend over and shoot yourself?
Put the gun off their own head.
If you could, right? Wouldn't you?
Probably
get on if you could super
soaker my bum.
Yeah,
myself.
You would.
Well,
you've got long arms.
Well, that's Saturday night taken care of.
Because Nathan's our selfie king because he's got such long arms. So I reckon, back with a super soaker.
Okay, how would you do it? How would you do it?
Because you're going to have to spread.
So around. No, I could wait there. Yeah.
Now remember, no, you got to. It's a pump. You need two hands. This is what makes it. This is what increases the degree of difficulty. He's bending over. He's going under. He's reaching for the under and around.
Go that way.
Well, you could go around the side.
But under makes more sense because that way, in that position, there's more spread.
No, you're going to hurt your back. Bend at the knees. There you go.
Under.
You can send him for a fact sheet.
It's the worst episode of Better Homes and Gardens I've ever seen. Rove McManus is in the house.
Greetings.
Now, Rove, we are shooting the breeze about all kinds of stuff, movies in particular, just off air. How does Lucy Goosey go?
My show?
Yes.
Happening literally across the road.
Wow. Yes.
The Theatre Regal.
Jeez.
Which is the first tour I ever did, I was thinking the other day, was at the Regal.
Yeah.
So this is quite exciting. I think of
Full circle.
Full circle. Is that a bad sign? When I could barely draw a crowd.
Circle of life, Rove.
Channel 31 soon.
Well, it's I am hoping, because I've done properly scripted, tightly rehearsed shows before where it's literally an hour because someone else has to be in behind you in the theatre, so you have to be on time. I've done 100% improvised hour shows where you get up at the start and don't have any idea of what you're going to say and just stumble your way through it. This will hopefully be somewhere in the middle.
Oh.
So that it can still be different every night. Yeah,
framework.
And I've got a framework. I've got little islands I can swim to, so if there's a bit of a lull, at least there's something to bring it back.
But if something amazing happens, you can just go there. And
or someone's in the crowd.
Someone's in the crowd. You can. There's a few moments where I will ask questions to the audience before I bring up a topic. I might just say, "Hey, there's a
bidets.
A bidet. Who's done a bidet?
Yeah. Or do something really fun that gets the crowd laughing, like mandates or double vaccination.
Yes.
Something like
waning immunity. That's my favourite one of the most. Waning immunity. I love that everyone's panicking about waning immunity. It's like, well, of course that's what's going to happen. It's always going to wane. That's the whole point. It's like saying, don't open the borders too soon because I might get older. You're going to get older anyway. You will still have another birthday no matter when it opens. It's the same thing with this
just wait until the fourth
waning.
mandated booster.
Yeah. You can't, unless you can say to everyone, line up on the count of three, everybody get a jab at the same time. It's just going to happen.
It would be very interesting to watch, though, wouldn't it?
Now, there's a like everyone's bending over.
And the car goes past.
Is it 1, 2, 3 jab or jab on 3?
I think jab on 3 sounds less
Jab on
threatening.
3. Actually, that was going to be my show title. But yeah, I did a little sneaky off-Broadway run of it in Bunbury.
In Bun Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lord Forest? No?
No, I was in a tent.
Oh, well, that sounds
an
right.
open-air tent.
At the caravan park.
I wish. It was at the Civic Centre, so it was like I was at a country wedding. It was wonderful.
Yeah,
so it was
right.
on grass.
Yeah.
With the tent may as well have not been there because the sides were open, so there's wind blowing.
So, yeah.
It was almost the worst
More a
possible
pergola.
service.
Can I
Yes, it was
jump
very-
in? When you drove into Bunbury, right at the start of Bunbury, there's a Shell service station on the left-hand
Yes.
side. There's a big billboard of Rove. Because I saw it, I was there going through on the Friday, you performed on the Sunday.
Money well
I
spent.
was like,
Big
yeah,
deal.
well done.
Well,
You know what? I want to try the crooked carrot every time.
Yes.
because the
Yeah.
crooked carrot
Oh, it goes off.
does it.
Yes.
Now this
There's
is
people
this
everywhere.
Is, it's like
Yeah.
a fun park cafe.
Yep.
The number of cars at the Crooked
Utopia.
Carrot.
But I
It's kind
I
of-
don't ever feel the need to stop there because I don't need
No.
to stop there. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's in a weird
yes,
spot.
it's in a weird spot because it's like, well, I'm nearly there.
It's now on an RAC ad. It's
Yeah, it
that
is.
well known, the
Yeah,
Crooked
the
Carrot.
guy comes
Crooked
out. There's a
Carrot.
guy
It's
there
that-
with his young friends, a guy
Yes.
there with the family. They give each other a knowing nod and
Yeah,
then
like,
drive off.
yeah,
If
we,
you
we
know-
all stopped at the Carrot.
Call now if you know any inside information on what happens at the Crooked Carrot.
Yeah, well, is there something good
This is
to
it
eat
worth
there? Why do
stopping?
they all go in
Everybody
there?
stops.
Twitter poll: is it worth stopping at the Crooked Carrot?
Is there good, you know?
Cover
is there
all
good
the
food
meat.
How
there?
crooked is it the world's most
Well, I
crooked
think
carrot?
before there used to be a lot of people who stopped there to get fruit and veg or whatever the case is, and then they built that.
But what? But the Bunbury Farmers Market?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Is
there
that
you
what
go.
it was?
I don't know.
And then
No,
I
it
only
wasn't.
found out on the drive down. Someone told me the world's largest cow, called Knickers.
Oh, yeah.
Is,
Oh, yes.
Although no, cow.
Knickers
Sorry,
is
no, it's not
you-
a cow. It's a
It's a bull.
bull.
Knickers
steer,
is,
I think.
Is,
Yeah.
is-
Steer,
is
yes, correct.
Super famous.
I'm a big
Yes,
fan.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is that
But
right?
I saw a picture
Yeah.
of Knickers.
Yes.
And Knickers looks jacked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know
Knickers.
what?
And you standing
Celebrity-wise-
next to Knickers would be amazing.
I know.
Celebrity-wise,
I wanted to climb on Knickers.
yeah, celebrity-wise in WA right now.
I wanted to see Knickers so
there's-
bad, guys.
It goes Kate Walsh, Knickers, then you
right.
in ranking.
Just
Look at Knickers. There's a picture.
There's
of
Knickers.
We're having a look at a picture of Knickers
Look at
now.
that.
Knickers is not real. That is
that
not.
can't be
No,
a
that
real
is
photo.
No,
the
it's
cows in
real.
front of Knickers are
Knickers
a
looks
small
about
breed.
5 times the size of
Yeah,
every
Knickers
other
is
cow in the
big.
photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that
brings
how
me
you-
to on the Guinness Book of Records, the world's longest sausage. Sean, have a look.
Rove McManus is in the house, and for no apparent reason, we started talking about the Crooked Carrot.
I headed down towards Bunbury
Yes.
for my new show, Lucy
yeah,
Goosey, Feb 5, Regal Theatre,
Get on
comedy.com.au
board.
for tickets. Anyway,
The thing about the Crooked Carrot is none of us have been because we said it's in a weird spot. We know that apparently there's something amazing in there.
you're either
There's
right
always
towards the
cars,
finish
yes.
line of where you're going or you've only just
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
That's
but
so true.
there's always massive amounts of cars there.
Want to know what's happening inside?
It's hiding behind the magical, mystical walls of the Crooked Carrot.
Beck's
Beck
in
from Gin
Gin.
Gin.
Hi, Beck.
Hi, Beck.
Hi guys, how
Drop
you
some
going?
knowledge, Beck. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Beck.
We're
What's
well.
there? What are we missing out on?
Well, we were down in Dunsborough last week, and for us, it's the perfect mid-stop for the kids to get out and stretch their legs. It
Yes.
has a huge, big playground and a massive, big climbing frame.
You can see the climbing frame.
They're
yeah.
really, they've decked it out really well, and they've even put like lawn area in there now. They've got like plenty of toilets. And more importantly, great coffee. The coffee and the
Yes.
food was good as well.
Oh,
Righto, Beck.
But yeah, no, I had to drag my kids out of there knowing we had to obviously keep driving for quite a bit further.
Yeah, because that's my thing. It looks like, yes, there's a big climbing frame net thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But is
Yeah.
that it, or
Yeah.
is there other things to do?
No. There's they've used all beautiful wooden things to make this huge big playground, and it's
I mean,
really
it has to be.
it's
There's, like
great.
you say,
If
there's
you've got
so
younger
many
kids-
cars there.
Yeah, it has to be always.
So busy.
It's a younger
Is there
kid
actually a Crooked Carrot?
It should
not that I
be.
saw.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, but it is. It's really good for younger kids.
to know.
Definitely to let some energy off
You have
before
a
they're
young
ready
kid.
to
I have a
drive.
young
There you
kid.
go.
Oh my
All
god!
right.
Ruby,
So we know
done.
that the kids are taken care of there, but there's nothing in it for me so far. Let's go to Rebecca from Lesmurdy. Hi, Beck.
Good morning.
Beck.
Beck.
Hi,
Now,
Rebecca. I love
sell
how
it.
only people called Rebecca have called
Yeah.
us about this.
Yeah.
She's just got on the other line. Hello. Beck from Gin Gin, is that you?
Just
No.
All right. So
Tell me about
Beck,
it, Rebecca.
sell us the Crooked Carrot and why we should stop there.
Definitely, it is. It is a little
parents' oasis in the desert of those really long trips when you're going down south. So definitely a little beacon of hope to be able to pop off and throw the kids out.
Is it worth it? Like, is it
also,
actually worth the stop, or is it just you may as well be at a roadhouse or any sort of picnic stop
No,
or something?
oh, no. Definitely the Crooked Carrot's amazing.
Okay.
They've got about, I don't know, without exaggerating too much, I would say maybe 20 old tractors and trucks there as well. So,
like to climb on stuff?
They're absolutely bad for stuff like that.
But I'm not for climbing monkey bars or old tractors and stuff. I want to go. Is there something in
Would it get a
on
good
the
Yelp
menu?
review?
Like,
Have we got a decent menu?
Yeah, is there
Rebecca?
something delicious there that people go, I have to get
Very
the
good
thing?
menu. Yes, Mr. 7 and 8 both rate the waffles as the best waffles they've ever had.
Okay, I didn't know we had waffles.
Again, the coffee's great.
Once again, Rebecca, is there any kind of crooked carrot? Like, do they have a big carrot?
Other than the one on the side.
Okay. Has Nick as the cow ever stopped by? You know how you have signed photos on the wall of celebrities that have come in? It's just a giant hoof print.
Didn't see any of that.
Hey, Beck.
But also, I would like to mention, guys, I know you were talking about the super soaker and trying to find a solution there.
Yes. With the
I
bidet.
work for a company that does assistive technologies, and a portable bidet is totally a thing.
What? What do you mean by portable bidet? Is that just a hose?
Portable bidet. Well, I can hook you up. You know, I know people.
Literally. How does it work?
Yeah.
Wait, then what happens?
Don't just drop portable bidet and
Literally
walk
a little
out of the room.
It's a little handheld device that you
You squirt on yourself.
So,
It is not. So it's like, you know those pump water bottles that you get?
Essentially that.
Oh, Nathan, we're going on holiday. Don't forget the bidet.
Yeah, well, it's got a little arm on it to reach at all the right places.
My goodness.
Okay, Beck.
Well,
you
we've
work
got
for
it up. How do you
you
look at
work
it
for a
now?
company that can hook us up. Beck, are you a regular user of your portable bidet?
You know what? I'm not, but I'm seriously considering it, moving into these uncertain toilet paper shortages.
Sure.
Yeah,
Is
of
it
course,
shaped
good plan
like a
out.
crooked carrot?
Would you take it with you
Use
to
a
the
little
crooked carrot?
imagination, Rove. It can be whatever you want.
All right, Beck.
Wow, Rebecca's
You've
got all the
really
info.
opened our eyes. I mean, a lot. If you screw that on us.
Beck, I think you need to send one and we need to see what this thing is.
We're going to have to give it a go.
Sean's on board already.
Body on the line.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.